Hey, it's Debbie, and I'm sitting here outside enjoying some sunshine, getting some vitamin D. And I thought I'd record a little video sharing this slide presentation that I found from, where did I get this? I don't know, searching for strength training for athletes. I think it's really important to go over the importance of balancing anabolic building up versus catabolic exercise. And we are often endurance athletes in a catabolic state, chronic stress, sympathetic dominance, not eating enough protein. We're often doing more cardio and not prioritizing our protein intake, but the strength training part is so essential to your performance. Even though you're biking hills, you're running hills, you still need to do leg work, core work, strength training, muscle building exercises for longevity, as well as improving your performance in swim, bike, run, or whatever sports you do. So I think that we look at the minimal effective dose. If you are doing endurance sports or if you're doing triathlons, you're trying to juggle 3 sports plus a job, plus a family, plus friends and self-care time. It's time consuming to fit it all in. So we want to make sure we are getting in some strength training. Now I found this PowerPoint presentation that was free. I think, I know, I got it on LinkedIn in the strength group I'm in. So it's really looking at getting enough strength training in. There's this information of what to do, ideal exercises, how to perform correctly. And I'm not going to go into this. I'll find the link to get this to you if you want to find it. But this is a reminder that we need to get a trainer or even, meet with someone on Zoom to go over your form. I find a lot of people I observe in the gym doing form or incorrect form, and they're often following workout plans that are not designed specifically for them with their area of opportunities, muscle imbalances in mind, and they are not getting the proper movement. And then there's other complaint I have of people wearing their iPods scrolling on social media or games or whatever while they're working out. So you lose that focus and connection to what you're doing. So we want to have that positive stress. So this slide presentation is going to show you, hormetic stress, hormesis is acute stress. It creates positive adaptive response, positive results. If we have too much chronic stress, never giving yourself enough recovery, pair, or balancing the nervous system, sympathetic to parasympathetic, that's more of chronic stress leading to negative stress, negative outcome, and a domino effect of issues will come out of that. You can listen to my other podcast, especially the one I just did with Ryan Monahan. Now, when we're doing strength training, really good to look at where we want the optimal stress level. So the stress bell curve he shares in this slide is just that right amount. And I call this the Goldilocks effect for everything. It's just too little, too much, just that optimum result, optimum amount of stress to create positive results. So the largest increases in performance, staying injury free, where that top of the bell curve is. If you get too much stress, like on the other side of the bell, remembering that overtraining and your body needs a little more recovery, especially genetically and as we age. So really being careful, you're not doing too much over here on the orange red side and not too little on the other side. So I will just wanted to touch on this for a mini little video today. If you're just starting out, here's some great examples on this PowerPoint how to get started. I like people to work on proper mechanics, work in their foundation. So think again, building a house, you want to build a foundation before you start building the walls and adding on the roof and all the inside. So we want to start with core, foundational work, shoulder stability. So think of these examples. This is a great graphic here, kneeling front plank to a kneeling side plank, building that up to front plank, going to side plank, dorsal raise hold, hollow hold, paw press. I don't know what those ones are, but dead bug, I know. Dirt, bird dog, Copenhagen plank, ab roll out. Think of that with a ball or wheel. Dragon flag. I don't know what that is. But then he has these complex of a hinge. So the previous slide, this was thinking about bracing. So we want to think of this. I do this all the time with my clients. brace before you start engaging. You want to engage in the muscles before you start a movement. So bracing technique, and that's the muscles that will help for future heavier exercises. Now, a hinge exercise. How do you learn how to hinge? Simple to complex. So starting with a body weight hinge. Progressing next step to dumbbell or kettlebell deadlift. Progressing to a rack pull, Romanian deadlift, hex bar deadlift, a sumo deadlift. And then you make them more complex, like, going to clean deadlift, snatch pull, clean pull. So those are obviously simple to complex. What does a squat look like? If you're just starting, a climb down squat, I have to look that up. I know what a body weight box squat is, a body weight squat, to a goblet squat, to a box squat, back squat, and then it carries on. So get the drift. You want to start simple. Don't start with an overhead squat, or don't start with a snatch or a clean. We want to start with the basics. I think people kind of skip this beginning part. It's like starting to do a fast, doing a 24-hour fast when you're not even fat adapted yet, and you haven't even done a 12-hour fast. So once you get your body to be fat adapted enough, carb addictions and getting a nice steady fuel of energy source come from your fat fuel tank, then you can add on, eat less frequently, start a 12-hour overnight fast, 15, 16, and then maybe once a month you do a 24-hour fast when you're doing your rest day. So legs, single leg, complex progression here. Start simple with a split squat, go to a walking lunge, reverse lunge, lateral lunge, crossover lunge, and so on. So you have a purpose to your workout. We want to start simple, and then maybe once a month or 2 months, you're still at one stage, and then you have progression. So we want to have variety. I like to look at a schedule for the month. This is February. So what is your program for the month of February? This is what we're working on. We're going to do a similar routine every week and track your progress and see if we're getting stronger and progress, and then we'll move it up to the next level the next month. So we've got the push, the pull, rotation. So notice we had the bracing core muscles, then we had hinge muscles, leg, a squat, and then we had push and a pull and a rotate. So great examples of exercises you want to keep in a monthly, weekly workout program that you're doing 2 to 4 times a week. A gait, walking, jog, run. So you don't start doing a run if you don't know how to move correctly, right? So we want to progress from a sprint to a loaded march, farmer's carries, suitcase carries. Those are all great exercises. Sandbags. We used to do this at my fitness studio, bear hug, carry, overhead carry. It's pretty fun. So this is great information. You can find the information. Coach Jason Curtis, shout out to him. I haven't met him. I just found this on Instagram in our physical therapy group, but he's got great videos and resources on his YouTube channel and also on his website. So check out Coach Jason Curtis Academy if you want to learn more. And he has lots of books on there too. So Jason, good job. I'm impressed of all your hard work. So hopefully that can help some people figure out how to do their strength training. Hope you are fitting that strength building in twice a week or more and figure out the minimal effective dose to get started. Doesn't have to take a lot, and you can do it 2 or 3 times a day, 5 minutes at a time if you don't have time to do 30 minutes. So figure out less is more sometimes for you. More is not better if you're already doing too much. All right. See ya.